I am in Hartola. It's a small place in Ramgarh Tehsil of Nainital district. It's some 2 hours drive from Bhavali, serene place. What we are talking about today is mysterious Himalayas or the mystery of Himalayas. There are endless mysteries in the mighty mountains throughout its ranges, and today we will discuss about Nanda Devi. This is Nanda Devi mountain. You can see 2 humps. Nanda Devi used to be highest peak in India for centuries. Nanda Devi, with an elevation of 7,816 meters, used to be the highest peak in whole of British Empire for more than 250 years. Why I am saying it is the highest peak in India? Because in our textbooks, our children must be reading that Kanchenjunga, which is 8,500 plus peak in Sikkim, is the highest peak. Of course, today it is, but Sikkim was never part of India before 1975. Sikkim became part of India in 1975, and then Kanchenjunga became India's highest peak, which is on the border of Sikkim, means India and Nepal. Before that, Nanda Devi used to be the highest peak of India, highest peak in British Empire, and highest peak from where one could peep into or look into Tibet or China. Nanda Devi is actually the name of Parvati, wife of God Shiva. So that is significance of Nanda, Devi Nanda. Let me tell you a few more facts about Nanda Devi before going to the mystery. Nanda Devi is an area which is in bowl shape. There are mighty peaks all around, and in that bowl, Nanda Devi is the highest peak, which is say 7,816 meters, which is very close to 8,000 meters peak. And there are 10 to 11 peaks, bigger peaks surrounding Nanda Devi. Issue is the overflow of the water, snow melt water. It only goes through one river, and that is called Ganga. That is the only river which takes the snow melt of biosphere, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, and then it meets Dhauli Ganga, and Dhauli Ganga then it goes to Alaknanda, and it becomes Ganga after Devaprayag. So that is the whole unique situation of Nanda Devi. So this is the tallest peak which is in the center of the Biosphere Reserve. Now what is the mystery? Mystery is a nuclear device was installed over Nanda Devi peak, and it is still there. So for years, for decades, people are calling, yes, that device, nuclear device is still over there. Some people even believe that there is release of radioactive material from Nanda Devi peak or Biosphere Reserve. That's why the expeditions to Nanda Devi peak were stopped by government. Some unconfirmed sources also reveal that radioactive material was detected in Ganga water, although it is not proven. Now, what is the mystery and how it started? Nobody can say this is reality, this is actual tragedy, or this is just an assumption. The story of nuclear device over Nanda Devi starts way back during Cold War era, and that time the world was divided into 2 factions, majorly 2 groups. One was supporting Soviet Union, another was supporting America and Western countries. So at that time, China carried out nuclear tests in Xinjiang province in 1964, and Americans got worried. They wanted to track the nuclear program of China, which was a forbidden land. Nobody could go there, satellites were not very advanced. So what Americans did, they got in touch with Indian government. American CIA and IB of India supposedly, allegedly, whatever you say, because there are no confirmed sources for that, they planned to install a device over one of the highest peaks in India. So Nanda Devi at that time was the highest peak, 7,816 meters Kanchenjunga was not part of India, Sikkim was not part of India in 1965. So supposedly Americans and Indians, they sent a expedition to Nanda Devi Peak, and this was a listening device, radar station you can say, spy station you can say, but on such a high peak you need a perennial source of energy, perennial source of power. So supposedly they were carrying a nuclear device to power this spying device. They wanted to place nuclear powered device over these Himalayas, one of the highest peaks. They were carrying it up to the mountain, peak of the mountain, to install it there. But because of a snowstorm, after Camp 4, they hidden this device in a cave, safe place, and they retreated. Next year, when the climatic conditions were favorable, they again attempted. They thought that they will find a nuclear device with the power backup safe, hidden in the cave. But ironically, during last 1 year, between 65 and 66, there were snowstorms, hurricanes. There were so many climatic conditions and activities over the high, mighty Himalayas. They could not find the device. The device was missing. Many attempts to locate the device, and even today it is said that the device went deep inside the snow, deep inside the glaciers, and it is still stuck there. There is a fear that if that device opens, because it has power backup of more than 100 or 200 years. As per many theories, it is said that that suitcase size of a device, which some porters said it used to be very warm. They used to sit around that suitcase kind of a device. They used to warm their hands over there. So, don't know this is a true story or not, or just the assumptions, but they said it was there, and which was lost somewhere in the glaciers of Nanda Devi. I am again saying these are not confirmed reports. They sent another expedition to Nanda Kot, and reliably, because there are more sources which says that they installed a nuclear device to detect, to track Chinese nuclear activities. A device, as per many beliefs, is still there, but device over Nanda Devi peak, Camp 4, was lost, and it is still missing somewhere in the glaciers of Himalayas. And whenever there is a flood, flash flood or something, people fear that it may come down, radioactive material may spread over. 2 years back, when there was a dam tragedy over Ganga river, that some scientists, they found radioactive material in Ganga and Ganga. So basically, Ganga is the source from where radioactive material could come. I am not saying it is confirmed, but this is one of the mystery. Many of the files in government department are still classified. They are not opened up. They are not open to public. Nobody knows actually what is the fact, but many of the mountaineers, many of the people who were in close circuit of the government, they believe the story is true. Many of the books have written, the mysteries of Nanda Devi have written on this fact. Knowing this, Indira Gandhi government then stopped expeditions to Nanda Devi peak. So that is the story behind Nanda Devi, mystery of Nanda Devi nuclear device.